HOG Live is back, and we're counting down the days to House of Glory's biggest event of the year, High Intensity 7. And we're kicking things off with a throwback match from High Intensity 4. It's Samoa Joe versus Chris Dickinson.
You heard it. Both men in the best shape of their lives, standing at a lean, mean 220. Chris Dickinson, 282. Samoa Joe, he's trimmed down. He looks great. This is going to be a hellacious bout.
Absolutely, a dream matchup, dream number 2.
Absolutely, absolutely. Samoa Joe championships all around. Every organization he's been a part of, he's won gold.
You hear the audience, you hear the fans.
Oh yeah.
NXT. I'm telling you right now, Chris Dickinson does not care one bit about NXT, about the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion in history, the New Japan dates, nothing. He cares about one thing, destroying the legacy of Samoa Joe.
Hey, he's not intimidated. He's not intimidated. First of all, kudos right there. Samoa Joe, once again, best shape of his life and got the best of that interaction. But Chris Dickinson is no slouch, not intimidated. As we see him there applying this headlock. Chris Dickinson, is a junior Olympian, turned down the opportunity to fight collegiately in college and went straight to pro wrestling. So he could step in the ring against men like Samoa Joe. And now this day has come. The fans saying Joe is going to kill you. Chris Dickinson does not care.
Not one bit. He just put his hands on a fan.
Wouldn't be the first time. Chris Dickinson is the biggest name, probably one of the biggest names on the indies right now. Collar and elbow tie up. Arm wrench.
Talking about a matchup between two guys who ooze machismo. This is going to be a real man fight right here.
You know what? I don't think those chops are doing anything to Joe but pissing him off, but I think that's what Chris Dickinson wants.
He wants him at his most ferocious. He wants him at his most aggressive. And here it is.
Oh my God! Chris Dickinson, you want it, Joe is going to bring it. From one corner to the other, Joe, full head of steam. Back elbow. God damn, that agility, man.
And that hit, did you hear that strike?
Samoa Joe is just constantly angry.
Oh, what a roundhouse kick by Dickinson.
Oh, definitely. And look, both men have credentials. Joe and Dickinson fighting all around us. The ref trying to apply the count, but does not want the match to end that way. He's being a little lenient. And I don't blame him. I'm glad he's letting it go, because this fight is getting real, and we all want to see it.
Well, Chris Dickinson is not going to just sit here and let Joe bring the fight to him. He's going to have Joe have a seat. He's going to bring the fight to Joe. Look.
You know, I didn't know what kind of fight we were going to see. I didn't know if we were going to see Chris Dickinson, the wrestler, against Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, or this big fight.
Oh, that looked familiar. Good old leg kick from Dickinson to Joe.
Yeah, the Dirty Daddy can bring it to you. Dickinson wants to make his name right now. Imagine if he pins. Imagine if he pins Samoa Joe. All eyes on Joe right now.
Nothing new for Samoa Joe. He's used to having the eyes of the world on him, but the stakes have never been higher. He loses a match to Chris Dickinson. What does that mean for his WWE status? Joe's never had more on the line.
Look, 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 look! Oh, stop in a minute. It's tracks, Joe.
Oh, wait. Old school Joe.
Good golly, Miss Molly, it's a fight. And the fans saying, bring it over here.
Now, trust me, we've had the fight brought to us all night over here. They don't want it over there.
Right now, Dickinson, the worse for wear. Joe, in full control, has Dickinson in the corner, right where he wants him.
Irish whip off into the corner. Samoa Joe looking for that back elbow. Scores nothing. But a belly-to-belly suplex from Chris Dickinson.
And that's what I'm talking about, the wrestling ability.
Notice that one count.
Chris Dickinson can pull a suplex out of his pocket. He's got a million of them. And now he's got... It's not often that you see Joe in a position like this. And this is where Dickinson is at his nastiest.
Well, Samoa Joe, the submission specialist, knows a thing or two about holds. Let's see if he'll execute any of them here tonight.
I mean, come on, let's draw comparisons. We're talking about a young man right now, Chris Dickinson, making a name for himself much like Joe did in his young career.
That's right, taking no names, going right at everybody. Maybe Joe sees a little bit of himself in Chris Dickinson. What a back
My
elbow.
goodness.
Two. No. Only a two. Joe kicks out.
So much intensity behind that elbow. Chris Dickinson is a machine. And look at him, he's a throwback, no elbow pads. He's just here to fight. He's here to win. He's here to assert dominance.
Well, we have ourselves uncharted waters here. It's not very often that we get a WWE superstar who's currently contracted to that company on a voluntary indie date. This isn't something that Vince made an exception for. Joe is here, and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go, but Chris may have been readier.
Readier?
I think that's a word.
Perhaps. If it wasn't,
Here we go.
Dickinson would correct
Better
us.
prepared.
There you go. Grammatically and for effect, it sounds better. Just like this move right here feels worse for Samoa Joe. It's a broad back. Chris Dickinson very smart. One knee to the back won't be enough. Joe's base is too wide. He's doubling up on the shoulder blades, putting all the pressure on that spine.
That seems to be where he wants to aim at. That's where he wants to put all of his weapons right now. Everything he's got, he's trying to take apart the broad back, the shoulders, the neck of Joe. But Joe back to his feet and fighting with a vengeance.
Fighting hard, now he's gonna come off the ropes. Gets a big, stiff clothesline, but it's not his first rodeo when it comes to kick exchanges.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, dragon screw.
That might be his last rodeo. Not his first, but could be his last. You see, he's already wearing knee braces.
Last time we saw Samoa Joe, he was face-to-face with NXT champion Kevin Owens, a guy we're familiar with here at House of Glory. But will he make it back to Full Sail when Chris Dickinson's done with him?
You know, I love how versatile Chris Dickinson is. Dickinson started going after the back and the shoulders, but now he's going after the previously injured knees of Samoa Joe. You see those braces that he's wearing? Chris Dickinson sees them too, and now he's picking them apart.
Well, his original plan seemed to be to make a spot, to make a bullseye. Now he's found a new one. Smart, adjusting your game plan as the match progresses.
Uh-oh. Oh, what's he got in mind?
Right to the kneecap.
Chris Dickinson is 220 pounds. That's how much he weighed in today. He just dropped all of that onto the leg of Samoa Joe. And look at the torque.
A little Cesaro chant from the crowd. I can assure you there are other wrestlers who have used this move.
Look at this.
Oh, great move.
First figure 4.
And what a statement it would make if the submission specialist taps out.
You know, people, they see a side of Dickinson. They see the anger. They see the ferociousness. And many people forget that he is a tactician in there. He's a strategist.
That's right. They see the fury, they see the intensity, and they forget the wrestling ability. I can assure you, though, Joe has been in there with some of the best. He wasn't unprepared tonight.
This is what everybody paid for. Everybody paid to see a dream matchup, and that's what they're getting. It's the present against the future.
They got that twice tonight. 2 bangs for their buck. Earlier we saw PJ Black and AJ Styles, an old friend of Samoa Joe's, go toe-to-toe. We kept saying they had a similar style. How about these 2 ruffians?
Oh, absolutely. You know, their styles. Whoa.
What a clothesline by Joe.
That had to be all adrenaline, because right after that clothesline, he's back down in the corner.
Well, the injuries are taking their toll on Samoa Joe. Chris Dickinson is down, but if you think about it, still has the advantage. We'll see if Joe can capitalize and start some momentum.
Well, see, that's the thing. You know, when you wear out a body part, maybe that's like playing the long game. You know, wearing out a body part won't knock anyone out. Maybe you won't get the slam of the week. Whoa.
Chops. Just chops. Straight brutality. Oh, what a forearm.
God.
Oh, atomic drop. We've seen this before. Running boot. Here comes the senton splash from Samoa Joe. Hooks the leg, only 2.
Joe still stumbling right there. He's fighting to stay on that leg. Working on one wheel, but still in control. Dickinson in the corner. Big power slam, snaps down. That could be it.
Oh, wait, there he goes. He locks him in. Oh, wait. Dickinson saw it coming.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Smart guy. You know, he's no stranger to Samoa Joe. First time meeting up with him in the ring, but he knows what Joe brings to the table.
Listen, we've all seen Samoa Joe matches. We've been watching them for years. He's captivated audiences all around the world. Chris Dickinson is on that path to doing the same. And the way that you get there is doing just what you said. Doing your homework, studying up, and being the top guys, and taking their spots.
This is already one of the best wrestling matches I've been able to call. Samoa Joe looking maybe to finish off Chris Dickinson. Could be, right now has him as a jackknife position.
Wow, what an instant
The quickness. And the strength.
Oh, what a move. Falcon's arrow. 1, 2, no.
And right back to the leg. Like I said,
Right back to it. Right back to the knee.
he's playing the long game. Like I said, submission moves like this may not win you slam of the week, but when you work on it enough, it's going to take you out and completely deteriorate your ability to perform. What can Joe do if he can't stand up?
Well, we've asked that question for years, well over a decade. Joe finds a way, and right now he gets to the ropes. Referee Zachary Snow right now administering the count. Joe's knees have taken quite the beating. This is just the first, from what I'm hearing, a first of series of 3 matches this weekend between these two gentlemen.
That's right, but House of Glory is bringing it first.
Oh, what a chop. He might be looking muscle buster here. Dickinson again, smart. Joe's is coming.
Oh! Joe ascending to the ropes. Now on the second.
It's a battle of respect here.
But still can't seem to get Chris Dickinson up. Dickinson, a warrior.
Dickinson's plan has worked thus far. He's taken that leverage away from Samoa Joe. Those knees, oh, what a a kick to the hamstring here.
What's he looking at?
Look at that show of strength. Oh, he's got him in a
No way.
burning hammer position. Oh, but he couldn't keep him up.
Oh no!
Didn't keep him up. Wait, we've seen this before. If he bends back, that could be it. It's a sleeper at the moment. Oh, Joe. No, wait.
He's trying to get that jawbreaker. Got off. Right back in it.
Right back into that sleeper hold. If he leads. Oh! Sleeper hold suplex.
What the hell did I just see?
2.5. And Joe can't believe it.
I can't believe he's alive right now. Just yanked him by his head and dropped him on his neck.
Joe's trying to figure out what do I have to do to put Dickinson away. And I gotta be the one to tell him it might involve a tank. Dickinson came to play. This is the first of 3 matches. He's not gonna try. He doesn't want to lose the first match.
This is amazing. Joe not getting frustrated though.
Oh, what athleticism by Dickinson.
Oh, no! Big Sambo slam.
Will this be it? Will he have him hooked?
Oh, we know what this means. We know what this means.
And Muscle Buster.
Buster. 1, 2,
2, 3, and it's all for the submission specialist.
At High Intensity 6, Anthony Gangone's record-breaking title reign came to an end, falling to the Amazing Red, who won the House of Glory World Title in his first match back from a 2-year injury. Gangone's hatred for Red grew stronger throughout the entire year, leading to him kidnapping Red's daughter and using her as leverage to get a world title rematch. But at the very next show, Gangone's hatred once again got the best of him as he ordered an attack against Red, sending him to the hospital and putting Red's in-ring career in jeopardy. Anthony Gangone looks to address the HOG faithful with Amazing Red's help and the future of the House of Glory World Heavyweight Championship up in the air. We'll see that after the break.
August 17th, one of the biggest professional wrestling weekends of the year. All eyes will be on New York City. And you bet your ass Austin Aries is gonna be there. And for the first time ever, gonna be there for House of Glory. You know, it seems like an eternity that the House of Glory officials and Austin Aries have been trying to get on the same page to make this happen. And now the time is here, August 17th. It's going down. Austin Aries will be in the House of Glory ring. But as part of the deal, I get to call my own shots. I get to make the matchup. And now about 2 weeks out, the House of Glory officials are sweating. They want to know, Austin Aries, what's your match? Well, here's what we're going to do on August 17th. Because I'm all about creating history. I'm all about doing things that have never been done before. I'm all about creating opportunity. And I'm all about working together. So August 17th, House of Glory ring for the first time ever. The Impact World Title will be defended. Against who, you ask? Anybody who wants to step in the ring with me. It's an open challenge. House of Glory, bring your best. Anybody in the New York area, step on in the ring. The invitation's open. Austin Aries, the Impact World Title. House of Glory ring, August 17th. Who's gonna step up and answer the challenge?
Who will be the one to answer Austin Aries' open challenge at High Intensity 7? Find out Friday, August 17th, live from the NYC Arena in Queens, New York.
his neck hurts, so he can't be here. Oh, where is Amazing Red? What do you want? Huh? What do you two stereotypes want? Yeah, you come out here, you dance around, you have no real value to a professional wrestling show. What are you out here to defend the name of Amazing Red? Is that why you're here? Would you like to talk on the mic? I know you two are very good at a promo, so I'm not going to do that. You guys want to fight? That's fine. I'm pretty pissed off. So let's have a tag team match right here, right now.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll see tag team action between Private Party and the House of Gangone.
Bada boom! Realest one in the room. It's the real one, formerly known as Enzo Amore, two-time cruiserweight champion. And I got a little special treat for you. Queens, New York. I'm coming to town August 17th. HOGWrestling.net. Get your tickets for High Intensity 7, the biggest event in wrestling in this side of the Mississippi. That's what's going on. Come see me. I'm going to be signing autographs, meeting and greeting fans. We're going to be talking. We're going to be hanging out. I'll be selling Real One merch. Why wouldn't you get a shirt? Well, the shirts are soft, but they're made for hard people.
2 back-to-back shows, I'm taking losses, man, and I'm getting real sick and tired of it. I pride myself on being a face of House of Glory. Every time I step in that black and orange ring, I give it my all. But you know something? I'm not even tripping, because I got something that nobody in this locker room has. And that is a shot at any title of my choosing, any place, any time, anywhere. This is the man from Money Making Manhattan, New York, the self-made savage, cash flow, Tim Broadway. He's gonna have the biggest win of his career.
Here, Anthony Gangone and the House of Gangone challenging Private Party, Shapiro.
Well, Private Party wanted to throw the first shot while Anthony Gangone was giving a dissertation on why the Amazing Red's neck is made out of wheat thins and sadness.
Excuse me. The heart and soul of House of Glory, mind you. Seen you sucking up the Gangone earlier.
I'm genuflecting.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm paying homage to someone who deserves it. Sorry, I'm not one of the sycophants who comment on your YouTube channels and use zeros and Z's instead of actual O's and S's. Yes, people of YouTube, I despise you at a visceral level.
Private Party. They've tried to get back into the House of Glory tag team title scene, but as I state every single time we are here,
they're goofs.
Shapiro said it, I didn't. They need to be a little bit more serious. This is the House of Gangone. Love him or hate him, Anthony Gangone is one of the biggest stars here in House of Glory. He has his men well trained. This is no walk in the park. Looks like it'll be Gangone and Ezekiel Lewis with Bones and Thomas Oden surveying the outside. Private Party has all the talent in the world.
Whether or not they follow through with it, they've been two-time House of Glory Tag Team Champions. But why have they lost their titles? Because they haven't been focused. They've choked in big moments. They don't listen. All they do is react. And that's why I think they're gonna take the fall here tonight.
Big win here tonight would definitely be a huge step in the right direction. Mark Quinn don't even have his sunglasses off yet. Just goes to show you what Shapiro said. Need to be a little bit more focused. Waistlock takeover. Starts dancing already. Queens is loving it though. Big time feel here at the NYC Arena. Bones is actually scaring some people at ringside.
He scares everyone.
Calling him a time here. Lewis with control, side headlock.
The day that Bones was born, the doctor told their mother, "You have a 6-pound, 8-ounce monster."
Step up in Seguri, turned into a head scissor takedown and a drop kick. Beautiful by Mark Quinn. That is where the talent comes in, ladies and gentlemen. They focus in on that. Private Party could be a force to be reckoned with here in the House of Glory Tag Team Division.
JD Shapiro, is he still wearing his sunglasses?
Yes, I think they're glued to his face.
Well, they're about to be infused if he decides to do that against Anthony Gangone.
Oh my God, he just punched a man with glasses on.
Yeah, that hasn't happened here dozens of times before.
Mark Quinn with a shot right to the face by Gangone. Isaiah Cassidy up and over. Look at that, nice move there. 1, 2, crucifix there. Isaiah Cassidy, ladies and gentlemen, out wrestling for the time being the former House of Glory World Champion.
Used his speed, used his momentum, drop toe hold.
And that's exactly what we need to see out of Private Party. Momentary glimpses of greatness. They just need to hone in on that. Head scissor takeover. Ezekiel Lewis rolls to the outside quickly. Springboard drop kick on Gangone. Has the house reeling. Ezekiel Lewis on the apron now, dazed. Right into Bones with that head scissor takedown.
And Lewis's head went right to the guardrail.
This is no time to party. Private Party needs to keep up on this offensive attack. Gangone now rolled into the center of the ring. Odin on the apron, and look at that. The numbers game, Shapiro, Bones on the opposite end, Odin causing a distraction.
You do whatever your leader tells you.
Oh my gosh! Like a gunshot! Anthony Gangone full steam ahead with that suicide dive.
Even the great leaders need to make sacrifices, and Gangone showing that he will do anything for a win here in House of Glory.
Lucino Jr. out of position, 2 count only there.
Using that Puerto Rican flag, their advantage. Today is June 9th. On June 10th is the Puerto Rican Day Parade here in New York City.
Big shot by Ezekiel Lewis now. Isaiah Cassidy is in no man's land in the corner of the House of Gangone. Shapiro, what do you think Gangone's mindset is right now after Smiley lost his opportunity at our last event, fair warning, against the Amazing Red for the House of Glory World Title?
Well, you know what? Not many people are going to remember that fact. What they're going to remember is Juba power bombing the Amazing Red through the Queen's Elks Lodge and sending him to the hospital.
A snap suplex perfectly executed by our former champion. Such a technical master in that ring. 2 count only. They don't have status on the Amazing Red yet. I'm sure we'll fill you in via our YouTube channel, HOGWrestling.net, or all social media. Now ripping Isaiah Cassidy's shirt off and choking him with it. I'm sure that's legal to you, right, Shapiro?
Well, the referee's doing his job, making sure that Gangone knows he has until 5 to be disqualified. Gangone operating within the rules of the professional wrestling industry.
Gangone blocked that shot, knife edge chop. Cassidy goes down. Still has Cassidy grounded in their corner, their portion of the ring. Look at this double team here. Gangone lips.
That knee driving into the heart of the spine.
Right across Ezekiel Lewis's knee, and Mark Quinn thirsty for a tag.
They're also thirsty for Ruby DeLuna.
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't be? She was the only one invited to their VIP party. I heard you were invited too.
I won't say I was or I wasn't, but you know, I am the Sultan of Sartorial Splendor wherever I go. The tastemakers go. You know,
the life of the party. Winning where he goes. Big shots to the midsection here. Cassidy trying to fight out.
What was that?
What a shot there, almost a headbutt, I think, right to the midsection. Cassidy looks to be hurt, ladies and gentlemen, favoring that knee. Ezekiel Lewis dragging Isaiah Cassidy. Oh my God. Bones now crawling over to survey the action here. Thomas Soden as well. Numbers game here by the House of Gangone coming into effect seemingly almost every time we're here. Gangone tags himself in, working on that ankle now, which seems to be the focus of attention. Mark Quinn looks to be miles away from a tag.
Isolate the ring, cut it off, operate in quarters, operate in halves.
Smart move to isolate that leg. Private Party with that high offensive attack and a shot there by Gangone. You take out one member's legs, they might not be able to do any of that high risk offense that they're used to doing.
Well, that's the way you defeat Private Party. You frustrate them. You keep them from the top rope. You keep them from what they're good at.
Now look at that. That's why Gangone's one of the best. Seen an opening. Mark Quinn on the outside, didn't even see that coming. Big boot there by Cassidy. Gangone follows through. Right into Gangone with that head scissor. Step up Enziguri.
Gangone tried to get out of the way, but I think he got himself his foot caught on the mat.
And Cassidy looking for the tag, but Mark Quinn nowhere to be found. And there's Ezekiel Lewis. From behind.
Much like the self-respect of the people of Queens, Mark Quinn is unavailable right now.
Another step up into Guri. Could this be the opening Private Party needs? Quinn trying to get back to the ring apron. House of Gangone circling on the outside, leaving Isaiah Cassidy in the ring by himself. Slowly, gingerly crawling over for a tag. All he has to do is reach his hand out. And there it is. Mark Quinn now the legal man. Suicide dive right on top of Ezekiel Lewis. Up and over on Gangone. Up and over on Lewis again. Wow. Mark Quinn now climbing the top rope. Ezekiel Lewis is in the landing zone. Big frog splash. Cover. And Ezekiel Lewis somehow, someway kicked out of that.
The spirit of Anthony Gangone filled him in that moment, gave him that extra awareness to kick out.
Mark Quinn now cannot let Ezekiel Lewis breathe. They have to keep on the offensive attack here. Roll up here from behind. Nope. Gangone lifts Quinn up. Oh my God! Into the barricade! Take someone out of this match, that's the way to do it.
Out of this match, out of this month.
They ain't gonna be partying after tonight, I'll tell you that. Wide open now for Ezekiel Lewis. What a knee. 1, 2. I don't believe it. Mark Quinn still has some fight left in him.
They keep trying, they keep persisting, battling here tonight. It feels like Private Party finally get that their backs are against the wall.
Tag team contest here, ladies and gentlemen. House of Gangone versus Private Party. Mark Quinn now isolated here. Double T move coming up. Up and over. Wow.
Gangone got out of the way. He felt what was coming. Lewis sacrificed himself. There's a tag.
Line tag there. Isaiah Cassidy with that kick right to Gangone's face. What a beautiful move, springboard cutter.
Lewis's body used against him there. Taking out his leader.
Now goes to the cover. 2. Did not hook the leg. You're not going to do it like the days ago, cover on the former champion like that and expect to win a match.
Conspicuous by their absence, Juba and Smiley not out here.
Mark Quinn now cannot waste any time. Beating off the House of Glory faithful. And here's Ezekiel Lewis. Knocks Lewis off the apron. Cassidy now. Wow, look at that!
Caught him! Chicken wing! Trying to go for that chicken wing! Trying to isolate the arm! Look at that!
What a move by Gangone.
Isolating that shoulder, trapping it.
That's what you call situational awareness. Quinn with the swanton breaks that up.
Didn't get all of it, but got enough to get Gangone to break. Interesting move by Gangone, eerily reminiscent of the cattle mutilation. Not exactly the same, but close enough.
Private Party now has Gangone double team 2-on-1. This could be their chance. Gangone position on the top rope. This is where Private Party thrives. Maybe looking to send Gangone to the VIP room here tonight. Champagne, chilled. Gangone trying to fight out. Knocks Quinn off. Cassidy up top. Gangone shoves Cassidy off. Head scissors into the cover. Go for the cover. 1, 2. Wow, a heartbeat away, Shapiro, from pinning the former champion.
Lewis flew in like a shot to try to stop that from happening. Almost over 15 minutes gone by here.
It's so nice to see you. I see you're good now, huh? Out of the hospital. Which means I get that World Championship match I want. I want to start it. You're known as one of the greatest high flyers ever. So I say we take down these ropes and have a no ropes match. Come on, let's get Bob White out here. Let's make it official.
Bob, don't go into the ring. It's bad. Look at this.
Gangone, you don't have the authority here to declare a match for the heavyweight championship of House of Glory. But the management representative, Rob Black, certainly does. I sat ringside at your last no ropes match, House of Glory's most violent match. And I watched you walk out no longer a part of House of Glory. It seems that you want it. I know that Red wants his hands on you. And I'm pretty sure the faithful want to see that too. At High Intensity 7, August 17th, right here, you get your championship shot against the amazing Red in a no ropes match.
One of the defining matches in House of Glory. Anthony Gangone and Mark Quinn had the first one. The standard bearer, Gangone and Broadway. And now August 17th, right here in the NYC Arena, with the House of Glory World Championship on the line, Red and Gangone, no ropes. Anybody that knows anything about no ropes matches, Gangone likes to point it out to you. Does this spell the end of the amazing Red title reign, taking away the makes him the amazing Red? You can only borrow so much time. The Reaper comes and gets you when it's your time.